Same column, two formulas, two different answers. Count says 2. Count A says 3. One letter between them, and that letter changes everything. If you've ever pointed count at a list of names and got a 0 back, this is the one you actually wanted. Count A counts every cell that isn't empty. That's the whole rule. Numbers count, names count, dates count, true and false count, even an error message like #n/a counts because something is in there. The only thing it skips is a genuinely blank cell. And the syntax is exactly what you'd guess. Equals count A, a range, and you can add more with commas. Here's the classic. A list of attendees. 5 names in column A. No numbers anywhere. Equals count A, A2:A6, and you get 5. If you'd used count here, Excel would have said 0, and you would have sat there wondering what you did wrong. Nothing. Count just can't see words. Now, the same messy column from last time. Amit's got 80, Bina's cell is empty, Ravi 90, Sarah says absent, Dave 70. Count gave us 3. COUNTA gives us 4, because the word absent is still information. Someone typed it on purpose. Only the truly blank cell is left out. So put them side by side. On the same 5 cells, count is 3, count A is 4, count blank is 1. Here's a handy check. Count A plus count blank always equals the size of the range. 4 plus 1 is 5. Count and count blank won't add up like that because the words fall down the gap in between. Numbers? Count. Anything at all? Count A. And this is where count A earns its keep. Say you've got a form, 5 questions, and 3 of them are filled in. Count A over rows gives you 0.6. Format that as a percentage, and you've got a live 60% complete tracker. And count blank tells you exactly how many you still need to chase. One little formula, and suddenly you can see the state of the whole sheet. Right, one thing to watch. If a cell holds a formula, like if B2 is greater than 50, show B2, otherwise show nothing. Those otherwise cells look empty, but they aren't. There's an empty piece of text sitting in them. COUNTA counts them anyway, so you get 4 instead of 2. If that matters, use sum product with a not equal to blank test instead. That one tells the truth. You can point it anywhere. Equals count A, A2:A4, comma C2:C4. 2 names on the left, 3 on the right, so 5. And you can throw a whole column at it. Count A of A:A. Just remember it'll count your header row too, so knock one off. Most people write A2 to A1000 and stop worrying about it.
3 things that trip people up. First, a space is not empty. One accidental tap of the spacebar, and that cell counts forever. Find and replace will clean it out. Second, those formula blanks we just talked about. And third, don't ask count A how many numbers you've got. It's counting words and numbers together, and it can't tell you apart. That's count's job.
Here's your cheat sheet. Count A for how many cells are filled. Count for how many are numbers. Count blank for what's missing. And count A over rows when you want a percentage. Screenshot it. And that's count A. It's the one you reach for when your data is made of words instead of numbers, which, honestly, is most of the time. Next up is max, finding the biggest number in a pile. Like it, save it, and tell me in the comments which function you want after that.